I'm Dr. Grace Lordan from the London School of Economics. I'm also the host of Workforce, a podcast that blends behavioral science insights with practical insights to help you understand better what is happening in your workplace. Recently, Workforce had an episode on resilience. If you want to listen to the full episode, please go to the show notes. But equally, if you want to stay right here, you're about to hear bonus content from Erika Brodnock. Erika Brodnock is my colleague at LSE. She's also a serial entrepreneur and now the CEO of Kinhub, a really, really awesome company. Do check it out. And she's also a parenting expert. In this particular clip, Erika and I are talking about how can we make children more resilient. Erika is telling us why we shouldn't hold emotions in our body. And lastly, Erika is telling us the value of having a bank of positive moments when it comes to increasing your resilience reserves. Let's listen to what Erika has to say.
I do think that it is super important to make sure that people don't feel as though they're wrong because they can't meditate or because they don't like yoga or whatever it is. I think that we kind of have these boxes in society at the moment, and if you don't fit into one of those boxes really neatly, then you're an anomaly. Whereas I'm much more down the road of actually, how can we personalize this, meet you exactly where you are, and then help you to get to where it is that you want to go.
When you've been talking about resilience, Erika, you've talked about things that are happening today that help you with your resilience. So things inside yourself and things outside yourself. And you've also talked about childhood and that kind of mantra that your dad gave you when you had that toothache. So I know you're also an expert on children and kind of thinking about how you can actually bring up children so that they maximize their well-being. So can I infer from what you've said that you do think that resilience is honed during childhood? And if so, I guess I have two questions. One, what advice would you give to parents? And two, do you think we should be teaching this in schools, which is always something that I'm curious about people's perspectives on?
Yes. I think that this should definitely be being taught in schools or at least pre-7. I think neurological pruning happens at 7, again at 15, and at various other points in childhood. And what you have built in terms of internally, in terms of resilience by those points will stick with you through the rest of your life. The earlier that you can learn how to identify and manage emotions, and to build tools such as grit and resilience, the better. Because they are going to be the tools that will serve you through whatever it is that you'll come up against in life. So I think that the earlier children learn these tools, the better. I think that schools have a responsibility to teach children to kind of build the metal that is needed in society today. We've started to call those that are kind of Gen Z and millennials snowflakes quite a lot recently, which I just think is ridiculous, given the fact that we are the generation that have created people that don't have the resilience to deal with the various situations that they're coming up against. So I think that it's the impetus is on parents and schools and anyone that comes in contact with younger children to help them to develop the toolkit and the resources that they need to be more resilient, to learn how to fail, to learn how to fail forwards. So to fail, pick yourself up, and then be able to move on, to understand that emotions are transient. One of the things that I did previous to creating Kinhub was build Karisma Kidz. Karisma Kidz lived in a place called Moodville. In Moodville, you had places like Fear Farm, Angry Alley, Guilt Ghetto, Shame City on the outskirts of town. And then you had Joyful Junction and Love Lane and Gratitude Gardens, and the Happy Hut in the centre of town. And what we wanted to teach children is that you are able to feel all of the variety of emotions, and you can go out to the outskirts of town, feel that emotion. As long as you don't live there, you live in your center, you live in joy, you live in gratitude, you live in happiness, but you experience an emotion and then you let it pass, and then you find your way back to the center. And I think that if we taught more children that at the very earliest opportunity, we would have many, many more adults that are able to understand how to move through emotions, and how to kind of be more resilient. I think that one of the key lessons I've learned in life is that emotions aren't supposed to end up stuck in your body. They are supposed to kind of be transient, as I say, and flow.
And I think, Erica, if we had that, we'd have less angry worded emails as well, and floating around companies as people react to things that are sent to them, which would be a really good side effect. Is there anything else, Erica, that you'd like to say to listeners about resilience?
So quick hint or tip about resilience is that Dr. Barbara Fredrickson wrote the positivity ratio, which says that for every negative you experience, you can counterbalance it with 3 positives. So if there was anything that I would suggest that anybody did, it would be to kind of have a bank where they're able to store positive memories, or if they need to, write them down. So we used to have the wall of thanks in gratitude gardens in Karisma Kidz world in Moodville. And we used to encourage children to just write on a post-it note something that they were grateful for, because if they were to read 3 of those things anytime something negative happened to them, it would immediately put them back into a positive mindset. Now, as adults, we don't tend to do things like this on a regular basis, but it is 100% a surefire way of keeping your day positive, even when lots of negative things are occurring. And it's something that I'm grateful that I've just remembered, because I probably need to start doing that again. These are all things that I used to do religiously. To any parents out there, I would urge them to give their children, or to help build with their children, 3 affirmations that are kind of unique to them, but just affirming to them, and then encourage their children while brushing their teeth every day to repeat those affirmations for the 2 minutes in the morning and the 2 minutes before they go to bed. Because if you repeat those things and you're affirming, I am enough, or I am beautiful, or I am strong, or I am intelligent, at those key moments in the day, it means that you go through the rest of the day on a positive note from the morning, and then you go to sleep with positivity on the brain, and just have better dreams and all sorts of other things, so that you're able to wake up more refreshed the following day. So I do think that, I mean, adults and children alike, they're things that people can do that are really easy to implement, and you kind of start to build muscle memory around them as well, because of the times of the day that you're doing them. And they can make just a massive impact on the way in which you experience life on a day-to-day basis as a result.